Brought to you by
youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
A very good evening once again. My name is Patricia Lukoma, and this is News Tonight at 8. And straight away into the bulletin. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni did on Thursday, 19th June 2025, kick off a 3-day wealth creation visit to Greater Mukono region by visiting key parish development model and successful farmers in the district of Buvuma and Mukono.
After successfully concluding Greater Mpigi Wealth Creation Assessment Tour, President Museveni on Thursday, June 19, 2025, turned the attention to Greater Mukono. In the Buvuma district, President Museveni visited Muhumuza Wako to check on the progress of his performance in
We do apologize for that technical glitch. Now, as we move on, veteran politician, Honorable Crispus Kiyonga, also Makerere University Chancellor, has submitted his nomination papers for the Bukonzo West constituency seat ahead of the 2026 general elections. Speaking at his submission, Kiyonga highlighted his unmatched track record, pointing out years of transformed lives in the constituency.
For Bukonzo West constituency in Kasese district. Congratulations. Besides, I also want to, without fear of any contradiction, declare that he's the Chancellor of Makerere University.
Makerere University Chancellor Honorable Crispus Kiyonga is among the NRM members vying for the Bukonzo West constituency parliamentary seat in the 2026 elections.
The process is therefore now set for me to participate fully in the primaries, which I look forward to winning so that I can recapture the leadership of the constituency. I've led that constituency from 1994 up to 2016 when I took some leave. It's time now for me to come back, mainly to ensure that things that have stalled, that have not been moving since I left service of the constituency can now be moved forward.
Crispus Kiyonga served in multiple ministerial and diplomatic roles, says Kasese district, particularly in Bukonzo West, needs a leader to revamp the economic well-being of the people.
My track record speaks for itself. In the constituency, for example, where I'm going to contest, where I come from, every 5 years I had strong programs for the population, which covered food security, covered income, for example, coffee. My district, and particularly the constituency, is the lead area in coffee production. In fact, in the whole of Uganda, Kasese district is only beaten by Bukoma Nsimbi in Greater Masaka. Now, since I left, these developments have stalled, and we want to revive them.
He decried the stagnation of development since his departure, vowing to revive health services, water supply, and education infrastructure.
Because I had been in leadership for a long time, people had reached a level of thinking that anybody else could do what I did. Bring electricity, bring water, expanding health services, including persuading government to build a government hospital. But since I left, and when I left, I was posted to China by President Museveni as ambassador. When I came back, people were crying that 10 years had been lost. And therefore, they think it is time for us to go back and continue where we stopped.
Kiyonga is not holding any position that requires resignation and is fully focused on reclaiming the seat.
No, I'm not holding any position that requires resignation.
Despite a 10-year absence, Kiyonga says he remains very strong on the ground, with locals calling for his return.
The discipline of NRM, we are the builders of NRM, and we must demonstrate the highest degree of discipline. In the unlikely event that I didn't win the primaries, I would support whoever would have been the winner.
The ex-defense minister returned to the race amid strong grassroots backing. Relatedly, Irene Adokar has officially been nominated as a candidate for the woman member of parliament position in Chiliandongo district ahead of the upcoming elections.
I want to thank my NRM government, and most especially His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, having giving us this opportunity to work for the country. As Chiliandongo district, I want to say I've been nominated, and you know the vibe which is outside there. We are ready to work for you. We are requesting that this time, let's select leaders who are really capable for this country. Chiliandongo needs a lot. We need a discussion with parliamentarians, ministers. I'll be moving up and down in different ministries to lobby for my district.
She outlined priorities of improving access to quality education and health care, enhancing women's economic empowerment, among others.
Especially in terms of water, electricity, the health departments, we really need to work hard to say that our people of Chiliandongo also benefit from the national cake. This is something I can talk about. Then, as I earlier on discussed, we know we come from a refugee settlement area. Chiliandongo hosts a very big number of the refugees in this country. We need also to have a discussion that as the planning goes on, Chiliandongo should take a keen interest. We do plan with the communities, with the government, because when you look at the resource envelope that comes in Chiliandongo district, it is too small. We need to have a discussion.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Well, thank you very much there, Sudat. Now, Minister for National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga, has been officially nominated to contest for the Bukonzo West Member of Parliament seat in Kasese District. Now, following his nomination, the minister addressed the press, stating that his mission is to reclaim Bukonzo West from the opposition.
The Minister of State for National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga Baluku, has been duly nominated to contest as Member of Parliament for Mukono West County in Kasese District. The minister arrived with his seconders for the exercise and was declared duly nominated by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of the NRM, Dr. Tang Odoi.
And I would like to thank the NRM Secretariat for accepting my nomination. I also would like to thank my supporters for coming to nominate me.
This is Kabyanga's first time to contest as Member of Parliament, and he has highlighted his next course of action after his nomination.
I'm going to work for them, and I will ensure there is a lot of change in Mukono County West in the next 5 years.
From the NRM primaries, Honorable Kabyanga will compete with Dr. Kiyonga, who is the current Chancellor for Makerere University. The successful candidate among the two will then compete with FDC's Atikins Katusabe, who is the current Member of Parliament for Mukono West County in Kasese District.
And I think I should overturn that. I want to recover Mukono County West. But automatically, we are waiting for the NRM manifesto, and it's the manifesto that we are going to use to deliver services to Mukono County West.
Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
Well, thank you very much there, Ivan Kahwa. Now, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has commissioned the Mengo Presidential Industrial Zonal Hub in Kiyonga District, making a total number of all the hubs across the country to 19. The hub aims to skill the disadvantaged youth from the districts of Greater Mukono, Greater Mpigi, Greater Luwero, and Wakiso. Now, during the launch, the president cautioned the School Administration and Management Committee to respect the free education for all Ugandan citizens and to stop charging fees in schools.
While commissioning the Mengo Presidential Industrial Hub in Kiyonga, the president noted that he was forced to start the hubs in every colonial district of Uganda because the schools failed to respect his free education policy.
Yasubiza era netandika enkola ya abaana basomere bwerere. Omwaka ogwaddako 97 twatekawo sente eza UPE. Esente zijja naye wadde esente zijja ab'amasomero n'obukiiko bw'amasomero bukyasaba abaana sente.
The president cautioned the school administration and management committees to respect the free education for all the Ugandans and stop charging fees in schools.
The parliament, bali bakulu, local governments, abakulu b'amasomero, abazadde obukiiko bw'abazadde kati abo foundation amakanisa n'amakereziya gatandika amasomero abo bonna bayingira mu nsonga ey'okusasuza abaana oba obutabasasuza.
The hub currently offers 6-month training in tailoring, bakery, welding, carpentry, leather design and shoemaking, building and concrete practice. Museveni pledged to add more courses such as electrical engineering, plumbing, motor vehicle mechanics.
Kati biri ebirala tugenda kwongera okubyekenneenya, tugenda kwongeramu emisomo kubanga kati waliwo emisomo gino egiriwo naye waliwo gye ngenda kwongerako nga motor mechanics, okukanika motoka, nga amazzi, ebikole by'amazzi, plumbing, nga amasanyalaze.
The hub serves all the 12 districts of Greater Mukono, Greater Mpigi, Greater Luwero and Wakiso. The leaders in the area urged the president to expand the hubs to every sub-region since the 12 districts are too many to have one skilling hub.
I think that can be done because the idea is well justified. So I wanted to strongly recommend this as being a very important intervention that we exactly look for money and expand these institutions.
That's so. Via this program, we have attained a lot. We can now even know the characteristics of good leather.
Started up to senior 4. From there, I had no money to continue, no tuition to continue with my studies. So I heard about this program.
My education at an early age, and I didn't have anyone to help me. So with God's grace, I got to know about the program.
This course has helped me to know such things like I need to be a hardworking woman.
Mengo Presidential Skilling Hub in Kiyonga now brings the total number of the hubs to 19, with every sub-region having 1 or 2. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Kiyonga.
Now, with NRM nominations, National Resistance Movement, NRM nomination process has intensified, with senior party officials, including ministers and MPs, vying for the party ticket in their constituencies and returning nomination forms. Nominated candidates include, among others, Minister Peter Ugwang, former Minister Melia Chambade, and Anthony Okolo, who recently defected from the FDC party.
The nominations were marked by enthusiastic supporters dressed in the NRM colors. Minister of State for Sports Peter Ugwang, while speaking after nominations, highlighted the achievements in the sports fraternity.
And I want to say I expected to be an oppose because I know what I have done for our people. I know how I have followed the implementation of the NRM manifesto in Ngariam County.
Been nominated to contest as a member of parliament. For Katakwi, especially in Ngariam, there are a number of issues that affect my people, especially when it comes in terms of service delivery, in terms of unity, in terms of solidarity in ensuring that the people of Ngariam benefit from government projects.
There are so many challenges, but if, the first things I will do when I go to office, the first thing is I would want government to tackle the issue of animal compensation.
Various candidates emphasized their focus on addressing constituency issues such as youth unemployment, women empowerment, and education.
To ensure that it's all around services, that our people continue benefiting from the services that government offers.
To give me another opportunity to trust me again so that I can conclude those outstanding activities, tasks and projects so that West Budama North constituency can be what we desire to have.
That area of Kongasis, the lower zones, has suffered a lot of cattle rustling. For many years, I hear some regions being compensated.
Anthony Akol, who recently defected from the Forum for Democratic Change, is also aspiring for an elective position under the NRM party.
We have a lot of issues that we are going to deal with in northern Uganda. You know, the land issues. We have issue of poverty.
I'm really honored to be nominated today. As the incoming member of parliament for Moro County, my interests are more around the unfinished business.
Today, and it's a very exciting day for our district and our county. From here, I am coming back to the field.
Each nominee expressed confidence in their ability to win the party card and represent their constituency.
Voice have not been well represented in the House. That's one sure thing. And the other is the people have been abandoned. They feel that the member of parliament is not within reach.
One of them being the unemployment of the youth, and we are devising things to help us come up with ways to help our youth.
So you find a challenge that someone is not satisfied with the outcome, but when a person is satisfied with the outcome, certainly they will not even go for independence.
Many highlighted poverty as a pressing issue in their communities and vowed to tackle it.
The relevant ministries, departments and agencies with the communities to make sure that we advance agro-industrialization in Kachumbala for the common good. We want to make sure that we...
There are issues of community schools. The issues of students are sponsored. The issues of health, the issues of roads.
4 of the nominations at Plot 10 Chadondo Road saw various NRM members nominated and opposed.
Now, the political atmosphere within the NRM party has gained momentum as candidates aspiring for various political positions return nomination forms, each seeking to become the party's flag bearer in the upcoming party primaries. Among those who returned the nomination forms is Brigadier General retired Emmanuel Rwashande, who is seeking to unseat Ssekikubo, the incumbent Member of Parliament for Rwemiyaga County, a seat he has held for 24 years.
The NRM party closing the window for returning nomination papers for the upcoming party primaries. Many aspiring candidates are racing against time to ensure they are not left out.
How we can help our people. People are lacking the medicine, especially income. Incomes in the village are very low.
Listen to all of us. We are people of one party. Listen to all of us. Listen to our views. Listen to what we have to put on the table.
I call for your support. I know that I will stand in for you in every corner.
Among those who returned the nomination papers is retired Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashande, who is determined to unseat Ssekikubo from the Rwemiyaga County MP seat, a position Ssekikubo has held for 24 years. The retired Brigadier General, who is running under the theme of Rwemiyaga Liberation and Transformation Mission, arrived at the NRM Electoral Commission offices in Chadondo as early as 11 a.m. Upon confirmation by the NRM Electoral Commission chairperson Dr. Tango Doi, retired Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashande dismissed critics who had questioned his qualifications to contest.
Yes! Yes! Contest. Yes! As constituency member of parliament.
Because he has no accountability at all. He has nothing to offer other than my fake papers that he got from either Nassar Road or anywhere on his own to bring them here to confuse our masses. But that one does not help, and we have confirmed to our people, we are going to confirm them today, that we are going to take down the development that have been lacking for all this time. The government brought all the cycle of the social security, household income. There is nothing in Rwemiyaga. This is what he will be explaining to the people today.
Following his official nomination, retired Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashande was escorted by his supporters, who had been waiting outside Tuntinda amidst the procession and celebration.
Yagamba agenda kuteka miliyoni emu, Rwashande bwalete papura bagitware. Ejo njibagabidde abamawulire.
Similarly, Dr. Patrick Wakida, an educationist, economist, research and political scientist, is among the candidates who were nominated for the Kabweri constituency seat in Chibuku.
I believe that one of the things that we should be pushing is effective representation, which is a combination of knowing the challenges of the community and knowing where the solutions come from.
Dr. Wakida says he has come to, among other things, revive his community and address the persistent poverty affecting eastern Uganda.
Very poor community, which in a way it has become a laughingstock. We are known for being poor. We are known for being less educated. And I feel that any leadership that should come should be able to think through, why are we this poor? What can we do as people to take away that identity of 1, poor people, 2, unknown community, 3, less educated people.
A well-decorated political scientist of his caliber, Dr. Wakida says he has been committed to serving his people for a long time.
We are not as people less equal than other communities. But I think that there has been less effective representation of the issues that affect those people in trying to think about the solutions that can be, devised to take those people out of the situation they are in. You've heard the president on a number of times. When he's referring to household poverty, the first community he refers to is that of Bagwere, Nkolerakida Chonka.
Dr. Wakida explained his fundamental principles of service to their constituents.
People are poor. The education institutions have problems. The health facilities are in a bad state. We know. We know that our roads are not good. So effective representation means that you go and ask for what you know is supposed to be given to your people. And that's going to be what I will do.
Do you know what your MP is supposed to do once elected? Listen carefully. While many voters have high expectations of their MPs, Dr. Wakida offers a different perspective.
The health facility, we shall demand for it. If it's education, institutions, schools, we shall demand. If it's bad roads, we also need good roads. We shall demand. And I don't want to promise people that, I will use my money to do these things. I want to demand from the state, from government to do these things. That is actually the shortage that we have. So you have an MOP promising, I will do this. No, MOP does not do things. MOP demands from government. That's why we are there.
Amwaye Vanjuko for UBC.
President Yoweri Kaguta, and of course this is one of our top story that has just come in. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has reminded police and the judiciary to fully enforce his 2024 directive that is barring bonds and bails to suspects implicated in theft, vandalism, corruption and other related crimes, including rape and murder. President Museveni has been addressing Greater Mukono regional leaders at a conference hosted at Mukono Boarding Primary School in Mukono municipality.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is on the second day of the wealth creation visit in Greater Mukono. In a tour which kicked off on Thursday, 19th June 2025, Museveni has interacted with the Greater Mukono regional leaders on Friday evening.
Join me in welcoming the Honorable Professor Kamuntu. This is the first time ever Uganda has attained the status of a middle-income country.
The leaders' meeting convened by the president was held at Mukono Parents Primary School grounds in Mukono municipality and was attended by invited delegates from Mukono, Bukwe, Kiyonga and Vuvuma.
Government ya Uganda okulaba nti buli mwana ateekeddwa okuba mu ssomero ali mu ssomero. President bwe twabadde empiki yatugambye mulonde bannampala anaasaka anajjukiza analondoola sente bayinza okuzireeta sente bazireete muzirya naye ng'omanyi ti ekituufu kya NRM.
With a population of over 1.4 million, Greater Mukono is proudly on a take-off pace.
During your current term of office, the sub-region has benefited from a number of projects, programs, among which are the following. Number one, the completion of Isimba Dam, generating 183.2 megawatts, and a bridge connecting Uganda to Busoga region through Kiyonga.
The leaders, however, are calling on government and the president to iron up a few shortfalls the region is facing.
Island areas, particularly Kome Island and Buvuma Island, have remained lagging behind, especially in the provision of infrastructure, i.e. transport, energy, and social services. Number 6, the unprecedented delays in the implementation of the oil palm project in Ruvuma district.
Improvement of key connecting roads in the region has been proposed as a move to decongest traffic along Mukono Kampala Highway.
To ease traffic along Jinja Road, it is recommended to upgrade, tarmacking, alternative routes, including the following. The road from Misindye to Kerere, via Bukerere, Kiyonga, Mayanga, Nagoje, Namataba, stroke Lugazi. So you can exit at Lugazi. All the way from Namugongo, you can exit from that side if that road was to be tarmacked.
And thereafter, President Museveni was invited by the NRM Vice Chairperson for Uganda region to address the congregation.
Yogera, everyone Mukono. Doka, Chichigambo Dembe. Ensi etali mirembe tesobola kulakulana. Nolwekyo njagala mutegeeze Uganda bembeera nabo tokukuuma emirembe kikulu nnyo.
The President's address to the leaders covered the sectors of economy, education, security, among others.
Wakati w'abantu na polisi okulagira abapolisi temudamu okulekera abatemu mumbawadde police bond. Kiwali police bond kumugi w'embizi, kumugi wante w'emwanyi awoze bamusibe ebigwe tetewaliwo police bond. Kati awo tusigala na Chief Justice okukambwalira abalamuzi kubanga bona bo bawereza bail abona mugenda kukwatagana na Chief Justice enkola eyo eyimirire tewali omubbi alina okusibibwa okuwozebwa mangu asibibwe alivayo oluvannyuma lw'emyaka.
Museveni reiterates that Uganda's peace and security has been one of the pillars of its strength and development, thus rallying leaders to cherish it. President Museveni will be in Greater Mukono until Sunday, 22nd June 2025, as he prepares to switch to Kampala and Wakiso regions. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now, the chairman of the NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tango Odoi, has highlighted a number of issues since the nomination exercise started this week. He says the commission has so far duly nominated 950 aspirants on the positions of MP, Chairman LC5, and the Mayor. He was addressing the media at the party headquarters in Chadondo.
As the nominations for the National Resistance Movement NRM enter day 4, more aspirants continue to return their nomination forms with a lot of energy.
To reassure and reaffirm my constituents, the electorate, that we are here to defend the NRM party and our President Museveni Kaguta in the next elections. I will be your flag bearer on the 16th of July 2025.
Myself, to serve the people of Kigorobia, continue serving actually the people of Kigorobia, and I stand on the ticket of NRM.
Shema, today we want to thank God, and what you should expect from me is that I'm ready to work with NRM government.
I've now contested as a member of parliament so that I can take out Mwanga Chivumbi, who has taken 2 decades without helping the people in our constituency.
The chairman of the NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tango Odoi, says the process has so far been peaceful and successful.
NRM party, we are happy with the processes both at Plot 13 and elections of special interest group that actually concluded yesterday.
He adds that so far 950 aspirants on different positions have been duly nominated since the process started.
This is not the last day. We still have a week up to 30th. So members should know that nomination continues. Yesterday we nominated 260. Today we are bound to nominate more than that because the number has increased. Overall, we have now nominated 800
950 people, meaning that we still have about 1,000, over 1,000 out there.
More aspirants that have been nominated include, among others, Andrew Ojok Olanya, who seeks to represent the people of Omoro County, and Don Vincent Bwana, who seeks to represent the people of Luka.
This time round, for the last 10 years, I've been on ground, and the issues of Luka are not the tents and halls the incumbent is always giving around. Our issues are roads, which we need someone who is close to the state, someone who can lobby for these roads.
I've been nominated. I kindly call upon you to support me, as you've always done, because we've got a lot to finish.
Myself, once again, to continue with what we have done, aware of the challenges ahead, but also aware of the government plans as launched in NDP4, and I believe I'm the right person to steer my constituency.
You know, we've been missing out on government service delivery, and I bring myself to you.
I want to tell my people that I've been duly nominated today, and the journey has started.
Returning of nomination forms by aspirants on the NRM ticket continues up to 30th this month. Jane Nyuramchia reporting for UBC.
Now, still moving ahead, Wycliffe Kiza Kashaija, a student at the Kampala International University, has officially launched his presidential manifesto ahead of the 2026 general elections. Running as an independent candidate, Kashaija is now the youngest presidential aspirant in Uganda's history.
Number one pillar is good governance. And this calls for the return of integrity and justice. In this case, I will address corruption as a termite of progress, silent, destructive, and deeply entrenched. Therefore, under my administration, impunity will not just be challenged, but will evaporate. I will restore integrity at the heart of governance by depoliticizing public institutions and ensuring they serve the people, not the power. During this transformation, I will establish an independent anti-graft commission, and that is the IAGC, a fully autonomous body led by technocrats, not political appointees. This body will have the mandate to investigate, prosecute, and recover stolen public wealth without interference or compromise. I will launch the Green Uganda initiative, create thousands of jobs in renewable energy, restore forests, and introduce smart climate agriculture, which will turn environmental stewardship into an engine for economic growth and transformation. I will also establish a dedicated Ministry of Innovation and Future Technologies, which will be tasked with shaping national policy around artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, and cybersecurity, positioning Uganda as a hub of the 21st century. Focusing on internet access, I will declare a fundamental right through investing in rural digitizing to bridge the digital divide and ensure that no child, farmer, or any entrepreneur is left behind. Number three pillar is inclusive prosperity.
Wycliffe oil! Wycliffe oil!
The Electoral Management Committee of the National Unity Platform is now in the final stages of its nomination process, with only 1 day left for aspiring candidates to submit their nomination papers. A wave of energy and optimism filled the party headquarters in Makerere, Kavule today as hundreds of supporters to the candidates stand up in a bigger number.
It was full house today at the National Unity Platform headquarters in Makerere, Kavule, as the party nears the conclusion of its nomination exercise. Hundreds of aspiring candidates stand up to submit their papers, marking one of the busiest days yet in this electoral season. This time, it was the youth who stood out. From different corners of the country, young aspiring leaders showed up in big numbers, confident, organized and vocal about their readiness to lead.
Here to submit my papers for the mayor position, division, Nabweru. So the program we are going to focus on the youths. We have to change the lives of the youths. We have to mobilize them, empower them, skill them. I've been working before, even without a position. Just that when you get an office, things change. So you have a higher bargaining power and you can implement.
Among those who made a strong presence were aspirants from the land of the Bamasaba, who vowed to deliver servant leadership and transformation for their communities.
My name is Madaji Kasim, aspiring Member of Parliament in Industrial City Division. I've come here to express my interest for nomination as a Member of Parliament in Industrial City. I'm here to tell the people of Industrial City Division that it's only Madaji Kasim, the one whom you tested while he was still a youth councillor.
I am coming to look at sensitive areas of education, sensitive areas of health, sensitive areas of job creation, basically for the youths and the women. In this manner, because I represent the picture of Bamasaba. I represent the picture of the common person.
Fatuma Najengo Nsiko, Mukono North aspirant, vowed to change Mukono and bring development to the people. She committed to continue the legacy of her father, Haji Nsiko, and ready to serve.
That NUP, my party, has accepted to take in my papers as a qualified candidate. And I'll be glad if you people give me this opportunity to serve my country, because I'm looking towards leaving a legacy. One like Mr. Kwame Nkrumah, the president of Tanzania, he left a legacy in Tanzania with Ujama.
With only one day to go, the Electoral Management Committee has reminded all aspirants to finalize their submissions, emphasizing that there will be no extensions. Cayenne Faith, Jamil Sekaja, for ABC.
The Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals has convened a high-level post-budget breakfast meeting highlighting investment prospects and economic growth opportunities in Uganda's extractives, and that is most of the sectors. Now, the event drew key voices from government, the private sector, and development partners, as we hear more in this report.
Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals has brought together stakeholders from across Uganda's economic landscape to unpack the implications of the 2025-2026 national budget on the energy, minerals and petroleum sectors at a function held at 4 Points by Sheraton in Kampala. The post-budget breakfast dialogue served as a platform for open engagement on policy priorities, sector financing and private sector participation, especially as Uganda prepares for the rollout of the 4th National Development Plan.
We need to quantify the minerals that we have in this country. We have over 58 minerals in this country, but as the chamber, we are saying government needs to be able to focus on at most 10 minerals, okay? 5 to 10 minerals that they say these are going to be our priority, these are going to be our drivers for development as a country.
Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals Vice Chairperson Pamela Nantamba stressed the importance of aligning national budget allocations with sectoral priorities to attract long-term investment and accelerate value addition in oil, gas and mineral resources.
Private sector is making sure that, one, we have the knowledge, we have the information, we are making use of the available resources, but two, we are reflecting on these critical sectors of the economy. What will it take for these sectors to leap from where they are to the next level? Of course, government is going to fund on the basis of the allocations that have been read to us in the budget. However, a lot of that also has to come from private sector investment.
Also in attendance were representatives from the Private Sector Foundation Uganda, key policymakers from line ministries and international development partners, all expressing commitment to inclusive and sustainable growth of the extractives sector.
Even so and so incentives, have they
delivered as to what was promised? If yes, good. If not, why not? And then what needs to be done? Not just giving incentive after incentive after incentive, and the status quo still remains until they close shop and go back.
Participants commended the government's emphasis on industrialization and energy access, while calling for stronger collaboration to transform budgetary commitments into practical.
The energy sector is receiving a fair share of the budget because it is acknowledged that in order for you to industrialize Uganda, you have got to have electricity, you have got to have stable electricity, cheap electricity, and accessible. That where you're going to establish a mine, you need electricity there. The electricity must not be very expensive. The advocacy efforts have been pushing for 5 cents on the dollar per kilowatt hour for industrial use.
The dialogue reflected a shared vision, unlocking the country's rich underground wealth to create jobs, increase revenue, and foster inclusive development.
Now, following the recent budget reading, CSOs led by the Anti-Corruption Coalition of Uganda are demanding for punitive measures to tackle corruption as a vehicle to driving effective utilization of public funds for national development.
The inflation rate from 3% to over 6%, even going into double digits. We do know that every time we finish an election, we have to deal with a serious inflationary situation. So these are lessons we need to learn from.
The national budget has increased from 52 trillion shillings in 2023-2024 financial year to 72 trillion shillings for the financial year 2025-2026. Whereas the budget is a comprehensive financial plan aimed at driving the country's growth and development as evidenced by government's priority areas, civil society organizations known for advancing transparency, accountability, and efficient use of public resources in Uganda have called for concrete action to tackling corruption.
We want to emphasize the need for a witness protection law because we believe that for us to fight corruption, we need to make it risky. And for us to make it risky, we need to take away the proceed of corruption. We need to look at how do we take away the proceed of corruption, how do we take away the hope of the corrupt.
These argue that if corruption is not checked, government's efforts to push for national development will post negative results.
You look at our laws as they are, it is limited. Sometimes you engage, there are complaints that we get that is coming through the private sector. But when you engage the IG, you find that their mandate to some extent is limited. And
they further call for reforms in campaign financing, especially as the country gears for the 2026 general elections.
Additionally, we see that with the electoral cycles, the oversight institutions will be much into the campaigns. There will be less time to go to visit the sites to see what's going on with these projects, whereby we see that according to the IG's report that 2% of our national budget is lost to corruption.
Of the 72 trillion shilling national budget, close to 40% will be directed to servicing the national debt. Accordingly, government is advised to minimize borrowing.
We've also seen, we are seeing signals. We have had discussions of new administrative units, creation of new districts, creation of new sub-counties, creation of new town councils. They are not coming as a mistake. This is all going to increase public spending. It is going to put pressure on the resources that we have.
Efficient resource allocation and careful management of potential challenges. Adokar Mukono, UBC News.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Just pay school fees using Momo.
Hi, Mango Senior School. We are here to reward one of our winners that paid school fees with Momo, and they got themselves school fees for a whole year.
The winner is my little sister. We loaded the money on my line. We did a payment. So basically that's the story behind as to why it's me and then mom. It's such a relief for any parent, because you imagine sitting at the back and knowing the child is going to do school for a full year. You're not worried about anything whatsoever. So I'm excited. Thank you, MTN.
This is continuous, so please, I call upon everyone to continue paying school fees with Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash and pay school fees with Momo and stand a chance to win school fees for a whole year.
I got to learn about the Powerball through the website www.nationallottery.go.ug. Played Powerball tickets worth 5,000, used an option of Quick Pick, and that's how I was able to be the lucky one to win 35 million. I checked my tickets online and I found out that I had winning numbers. The feeling was incredible and full of excitement. I would advise everyone who is 18 and above that whatever you're seeing here exemplifies reality. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Uganda National Lottery for bringing us this opportunity to win millions.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
Bobby, again! What's this drama? Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders. June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals. Youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Arua Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Arua City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
In the neighborhood, near stagnant water and mosquito breeding sites, malaria lurks, always waiting to strike. But fear not, for here comes Mr. Vaxxer, the ultimate protector against malaria. For years, malaria has been one of the biggest threats to children under 5, making them weak and even putting their lives at risk. But now, the government is introducing a new solution, the malaria vaccine. The malaria vaccine is now in the routine immunization schedule. The malaria vaccine is administered in 4 doses. At 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and 18 months. This vaccine will provide extra protection against severe malaria. And don't forget, routine immunization protects children from many deadly diseases. Every vaccine matters. Visit the nearest health facility for routine immunization services today. Mr. Vaxxer, the malaria vaccine is free, safe, and ready to protect our children. Will you join the fight and complete all 4 doses? For more information, call the Ministry of Health on 0800 100 066. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800 335 555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Brought to you by
Welcome back from that short break as we head to Shema, the head of State House Investors Protection Unit, Kano Edith Nakalima, has issued a stern warning to government officials who continue to frustrate investors. Nakalima says that all unnecessary delays that have been happening at relevant ministries are all going to be sorted out immediately, asking investors to make use of their online portal to submit all their grievances for quick intervention.
We are living in beans and living in maize. So what are we doing to our country? What are we doing to ourselves?
Despite Numa's success, the company still faces challenges including huge taxes, especially on cassava, and constant power blackouts. Dr. Ezra Muhumza, the Executive Director, Uganda Manufacturers Association, hailed Numa for its resilience. He tasked financial institutions to design loan policies that favor upcoming investors.
I stand to be challenged. Stand chart, stand big, which is South Africa, stand chart is UK, then CTI is America. They come and put products. Then even these other local banks also copy those products. Now, you go to this, all the banks' products are the same because they copy from each other. We are pleading with you. Help us learn lessons of what has worked, use those to design our local products.
Dealing with a kid, please take charge.
Now, as we wind up our bulletin, the Uganda Electricity Distribution Limited, the distribution company limited, in collaboration with Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, has provided an update on the ongoing installation of the fire depressurization system at the Mutundwe Power Substation.
The Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited has responded to public concerns regarding persistent electricity unreliability in the Kampala metropolitan area, particularly in Kampala South. The company has called for patience from affected residents, assuring them that the technical maintenance works at Mutundwe Power Substation is being undertaken by the transmission body are nearing completion.
Yeah, it has transformer oil, which is a fuel. So in case of any fire, it can create a disaster in this place.
We are implementing load shedding for the different parts of Kampala to allow transmission to conclude the work, but also to try and not entirely inconvenience everyone who is supplied from the Mutundwe substation.
While inspecting the installation of a fire depressurization system at the Mutundwe substation, UEDCL management reassured the public that the maintenance efforts are significant for safeguarding the substation and ensuring long-term reliability of power supply.
If we do not have some of these upgrades and maintenance works done in time, they pose a risk to the infrastructure. And we believe that this being the last part of the works on the Mutundwe substation, stability is going to return.
The distribution company commits to using this opportunity to upgrade distribution feeders in the affected areas, thereby improving the overall power stability.
As transmission upgrades their side on the substation, on our side of distribution we are also fast-tracking, doing concrete line clearance, line maintenance, replacement of faulty and rotten poles. All this is happening in these 10 days. We believe that solidly at the end of this 10th day shutdown, we should be able to have the network which can actually robustly supply you without major faults.
UEDCL clarified that the ongoing planned load shedding is being implemented in a rational and rotational manner to minimize inconvenience to the public.
The load shedding happens in some areas during the night and in some areas during the day. But we ensure that all these areas we have announced, at least they have power, either during day or during night.
The announced 10-day maintenance period for the fire depressurization system is expected to conclude by June 26, 2025. Abdul Nasir Rwama for UBC.
So most of the feeders are
brought to you by
Well, that's all we had time for. Thank you very, very much for being a part of us. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Let's meet again at 10 o'clock.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
The Prime Minister of Uganda, Honorable Robin Nabbanja, invites the general public to her Thanksgiving ceremony to honor God for the gift of life and leadership. At the same event, we shall thank His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for his visionary leadership and mentorship. This function will take place on 21st June 2025 at Mpasana Town Council Playground, Kakumiro District, starting with Mass at 10 a.m. The chief guest will be His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Your presence will be greatly appreciated.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated